Brewers at Yankees in the Boogie Down Bronx. The Yankees minus 155. The Brewers are plus 125. Your total is 7.5. Slightly juiced to the over at minus 118. Freddie Peralta going for the Brewers and Carlos Rodon going for the Pinstripes. Just Yankees money line. Is that what you're playing here?
I feel like we need to take like a quick PSA before we start like betting on baseball to say,
True.
I think my strategy when you bet on baseball is if the underdog even has a chance in hell at winning the game, you need to at least consider them. Because think about this. I understand it's very easy for people to look at teams like the Dodgers and the Yankees and say, oh, well, they're probably going to win, right? It's built into the number. And also remember, even the worst teams in baseball are going to win like 60 games a year. So it's just one of those large sample size sports where the strategy is a little different as opposed to betting on the NFL and betting on the NBA. So just a quick little PSA. All right. So all that being said, can we make a case for the Brewers here? Like, it feels like a team that I don't really want to trust. Like, I think there are more palatable underdogs on the board for me. Because if you look at the Brewers lineup, it just doesn't have a ton of punch. I know Jackson Chourio has been really good, one of the young guys in the lineup for the Brewers. But Freddie Peralta is kind of a guy that's not going to go deep in the game. He has some plus stuff, but he also gets hit up a bit. If you look at the stats and some of the splits that some of the guys on the Yankees have, Cody Bellinger has good numbers against Freddie Peralta. Obviously, somebody who played in the National League with the Dodgers and the Cubs. A home run in 12 at-bats and 3 RBI and hitting .417 off Freddie Peralta. So if you play DFS, if you play fantasy, Freddie Peralta looks like a very good option, as well as Paul Goldschmidt, hitting .273 with a couple home runs and 33 at-bats.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the over here. And now it's difficult to handicap games like this because you have to go back to last season. But if you do, and that can help you out somewhat, the Yankees were 4th in the big leagues and the Brewers were 5th to the over. They're also playing in sort of a hitter's park. If you're a home run hitter, Yankee Stadium could be a home run or hitter's park. And Carlos Rodon has been very average during spring training. A little wild, too. ERA over 5. And then you look at Freddie Peralta. Good stuff, but I think the Yankees can kind of get to him. I feel like this is a touch slow, so I'm going to go over 8 in the Bronx. How about the Red Sox and Rangers, Chelsa? Another afternoon spot. Rangers, minus 105. The Red Sox are minus 115. Your total is 7.5. Garrett Crochet, the new addition for the Red Sox during the offseason, getting the start against Nathan Eovaldi. What say you?
Yeah, we were just talking about looking for dogs that have a little bark to them. I feel like the Rangers are in a good spot here. I know Garrett Crochet has a ton of hype going into the season, one of the favorites to win Cy Young, but Nathan Eovaldi is pitching a World Series. Hell, he's done it for the Red Sox. He should be familiar with that lineup. So if you look at the Rangers lineup, one of the best hitting lineups in all of baseball. The problem last year was their bullpen. So I think this is one where you take a look at the Rangers in the first 5. I think they can possibly keep it close. And I think when you play first 5 bets, and you play the money line, you also have the opportunity for a push. Like, we'll talk about this when we're taking like favorites on the money line in the first 5. But I'm going to go Rangers first 5 minus 105.
Oh, man, I am on the complete opposite side here. I love the Red Sox in the first 5. So going back to last season, Red Sox were 8th in Major League Baseball in the first 5. Great over team as well. But I want to go back to Crochet for a second. It's not just that he obviously has a much better lineup around him, but, man, he has been unbelievable in spring training. How much can you take from spring training? That's up for debate. He's given up 1 run in 15 2/3 innings, struck out 30 batters. I also think that Red Sox lineup is definitely improved over last season. And historically, if you look at the individual batters in that lineup, they've had success against Nathan Eovaldi over their respective careers. So I'm going to go Red Sox first 5 money line, minus 125. Opposite sides of the coin.
Well, again, think of the strategy that I'm using here, where if you're looking for underdogs, I just feel like it's a good one. A home dog on opening day, like the vibes are going to be good for a lot of these teams that are playing at home.
What about Pirates and Marlins? It's Paul Skeens Day. Pirates are minus 155. That's gone down from minus 160 yesterday. Marlins plus 135. Total is 6.5. And you talk about a pitching matchup. Paul Skeens taking on Sandy Alcantara. I like first 5 under 3.5. I found it at minus 125 yesterday. I can update that number if I can find it again. But, man, both of these teams were awful in the first 5 last year. The Marlins ranked 24th. The Pirates ranked 26th. Paul Skeens is Paul Skeens. Sandy Alcantara coming off Tommy John surgery. He's looked great during spring training, not allowing a single run in 12 and a third innings. These are pretty weak lineups. I'm going to go first 5 under 3 and a hook.
Yeah, if you can find that 3.5, because it's definitely 3 at BetMGM. So we were talking about this play before the game, to where a lot of this is built into the number because you have 2 pedestrian offenses and 2 great pitchers. It's built in the number, but also you've got to think if you're playing like the full game, the best relievers are all going to be available today. And obviously it's the aces for every single team. And also this goes into it, like maybe not all of the locations, because obviously in Miami, the weather's not a factor. But if you're talking about these places where, like, think about the Yankees game, it's going to be in like the 50s. It's going to be in the 40s for the degrees.
Yeah.
And when you think of baseball, when it's colder, it lends itself to unders. And I tend to think that pitchers are a little bit ahead of hitters in general, like going into spring training. So I think I'm going to lean towards unders on a lot of these plays. And I feel like this one certainly fits the bill. I was thinking, hey, maybe you go for the 3 for plus money, but it's not even plus money. Under 3 is minus 110. So I think you just go with the under 3.5. That's probably going to make the card for me.
Yeah, it's definitely making the card for me as well. I'm debating on that Red Sox play. I really like that a lot. I don't like that you're on the other side, but you got some time to think about that before the end of the show. How about the Mets and the Astros in H-Town? The Astros are minus 135. The Mets are plus 115. Your total set at 8 at BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas, Chelsa. I'm not crazy about this play. I kind of went back and forth. I might put a sprinkle on the Mets at plus 115 now, but I really don't like this game. Do you?
I don't think so, just because I think Clay Holmes is kind of a wild card, just because he's a starter now for the Mets. And if it was any other starter, I'd say, hey, this Mets lineup is good. And I'm not a huge believer in the Astros this year, but it's hard to go against like the home favorites. And we know the Astros are just, one of those teams that they always get the benefit of the doubt for me because top to bottom, their organization is just so good. So I think the Mets have a fighting chance in this one. I just wish the pitching matchup was a little different because I'm not sure what to expect from Clay Holmes, even though he has been very good in spring training. 19 innings of work, 23 strikeouts, and a .93 ERA. Obviously, you take those stats with a grain of salt because they are spring training. But we'll see how long he lasts when it comes to the regular season.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Is he going to get it done or not? He's looked good in spring training, but you never know because he's been a reliever his entire career. Do want to mention Tigers and Dodgers. The Dodgers overnight went from minus 155 to minus 175. Tigers are plus 145, total is 7 or 6 and hook. But you get Tariq Skubal and Blake Snell going at it. I would have taken the Dodgers at minus 155, but not now.
But Tariq Skubal is so good. Like, if there's ever a scrappy underdog, it's the Tigers. Last year, they were supposed to miss the postseason. They strung together a bunch of wins. Tariq Skubal won the Cy Young. So I don't know. Fading the Dodgers on opening day feels a little sacrilegious, though.
It does. God, especially at minus 175. God, no thank you.